Landscape photography is a lot about exploration and discovering somewhere new. So I headed out with another local photographer, Brian DeBarra, in search of some new scenes to photograph. We came to a remote headland on the coast of Cork. Would I find a shot? Come join me and see.
I absolutely love seascape photography for a number of reasons, but the main reason that I love it is because you can get so close, and safely by the way, but you can get so close to the water and feel the power as the waves as they come through. As you can see a set of waves that are coming in here below me. Where I am at the moment is on a headland in Cork. I'm looking over at the old head of Kinsale. I can look back at an island that a set of islands that I photographed before called the Sovereign Islands, and I can see the area that I was actually shooting at before. So I'm further along out. I'm on a new area I've never been to before, and there's some pretty nice shapes in the rocks and everything else here that have been obviously done by the waves. But I've come down close to where the headland itself now reaches the sea, and the tide is coming in, so I daren't go any further really, but I'm going to set up my camera here, play around with a couple of exposures and compositions, because I'm looking out at one of the Sovereign Islands that I would have photographed before, and I've got that framed in my photograph, that it's going to be in the center of the frame, but I've got this set of rocks that are below me here that are quite jagged. But what I'm waiting for is water to come in and surround these rocks. It's going to do it obviously as the tide will come through, so it's a matter of waiting for the optimum condition. But again, I'm going to take some photographs here because seascape photography is so unique in every single photo. Not one is going to be the same because the water is going to be in a different positioning or different force or a different flow over the rocks and such like that. So I'll get set up here. I'm going to take a couple of test shots, and I might move down slightly. You'll see there's a couple of rock pools that are here and they are slightly protected, so I might move down here momentarily just to get a quick shot of those before the water comes in a moment and will ruin that flatness of water that's there. But yeah, boy, this is going to be nice. This is going to be a good location. I'm here for sunset. It's a grey day, but guess what? I'm in Ireland. Most of the time it's grey anyway. But hopefully we'll get lucky and we'll get some light. So yeah, I'll take this first shot and we'll check back in again in a moment. I found it hard to get a photograph down below actually. Even though there was a nice rock pool there and I was close enough to the water, the flow of the water just wasn't right. And I could wait until the water would come in, but at that point it would be too close, I do think. So I've decided to retreat back up a small bit actually here. And as you can see, I'm surrounded by rocks that are covered in beautiful, I presume it's fauna of some sort, lichen or something like that, I'm not quite sure, but it does give a nice bit of colour to what is otherwise a grey day. And the way I've got it framed up here, I've got the first of the layer that you can see here in front, Then you've got the other layer that I was shooting at down below, and then finishes with the island that you can see here in front of me. And that should give kind of three different aspects of separation to the photograph itself. And hopefully as the water then will start to come in when we get closer to sunset, the area below me here should have some nice movement in them from the on the rocks with the water as well. But I'm going to take this photograph anyway here. I'm probably around about maybe an hour and a half away from sunset, so I still have plenty of time to explore and find a composition. But for now, I'm liking this one, so I'll take this photograph here and then we'll check back in again when we get closer to the light that I'm looking for today. I'm really struggling with composition today. In the two areas that I was earlier, I'm not really happy with the shots that I've gotten. Or maybe I'll like them when I get back home, but I wasn't really happy with them, if I'm being honest with you. And I've retreated back up again now the cliff here, and I've come across this rock pool which is in the shape of a diamond as such, and it's leading out of the frame to the 1/3, I suppose, of the image. And then I still have one of the sovereign islands in front of me as well, and that is giving a nice shot, I do think. You're looking at the rocks that are here as well. Like I would have had before here, there was a burst of colours with yellows and stuff like that. I do think the yellow is a fungus for some reason. Something tells me it's a fungus that comes from bird poo, but I could be wrong on that. But you've got the rocks that are here, they're leading directly out as well, so everything is kind of pointing out in that area here. We're around 20 minutes away from sunset. I really don't think I'm going to get any sunset colour, but I'm going to take this one shot, and then I'm going to go to one last area here which will have me facing west. So right now I'm facing east, but it'll have me facing west. Hopefully I'll get some nice movement on the water and the rocks that are below me. But yeah, I'm struggling today to find composition in my photographs. But look, I'll show you the shot anyway here. Don't know how it's going to turn out, but it's warts and all. That can't always be good. So we'll take this one and we'll come back again in a moment. This most certainly has been a challenging day from a photography point of view. I've really struggled to find a nice photograph, and we're at sunset now, and as usual we're not going to have much colour, but I've come and ventured down here to the edge of the rocks where the waves are breaking, and there's a nice bit of a curvature coming up on the rock as well that I see here with different layers, and an anchor position right below me. There's a bit of a kind of a pool that the waves are coming through, and then they're, I suppose, congregating in that area, and then as they flow out as well, you get a nice flow of the water cascading down off the rocks. And hopefully if I can time it right, I'll be able to get a photograph where I'll have water that's cascading down pretty much all the rocks as your eye will be led up through the scene. I'm composing the photograph as well. I'm slightly differently because I've got the headland out here, which is the old head of Kinsale, and I want to have that in the shot, but what that means is that I don't get any of the cliff face as such in the right hand side of the frame, because I'm shooting here in a portrait mode. And the reason I'm shooting in portrait mode, incidentally, is because the way I've got it composed, the line is coming up through the frame as well itself. You don't have much colour in the sky. There's a bit. It's not going to explode. It's not going to be anything that I'm going to write home about, but it's a matter of me taking the photograph many times and hoping that at least one of them is going to have what I'm looking for within the frame of the shot, which is the flowing water coming over the rocks. So here we go. Actually, this is a good one. So there's a fine big wave there now, and actually that's going to work out beautifully, I think. There's one more as well coming in, which I think I'll wait for. And I'll take that. Yeah, so going to play here. This is going to be nice. Not great, not a great day for photography, but hey, I'm out, as I always say. It's good to get out, it's good to get the fresh air. It's good to kind of challenge myself as well in difficult conditions, because like I said, I found it very hard to find a composition today. But I do hope that you've enjoyed the episode of my photography vlog. No, actually, you know what? Before I cut out there, I've just spotted something here, and I'm going to try and see if I can do it and see if I can take the shot. So just on the right hand side here, there's a bit of, looks like a bit of a cliff area as such. So I'm going to try and stand up there and use the remote and try and put myself in the shot, waiting for the right wave that's going to come through. So yeah, I'll sign out now anyway. Thanks very much for watching. I'll show you the shot after I get it, but until the next time, slán go fóill.